Underdog Fantasy is the fastest growing fantasy app and easiest place to play fantasy sports. Just jump on UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app, draft your team, and that's it. And if drafts aren't your thing, they also have a pick'em game where you can win 20 times your money in a single night. Use promo code RADIO, and Underdog will double your first deposit when you sign up with up to $100 in bonus cash. Deposit $100, get $100 free. That's promo code RADIO. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi.
Hey guys.
So we just realized that we're probably not going to be able to leave our houses for a while.
Well, not to go to Nashville
or anywhere at this point. Yeah. So we were like, oh, let's see how much the tickets are for Slammiversary. Expensive. How about SummerSlam? Expensive. Money in the Bank? Still expensive. So yeah. We may not be going anywhere, which means I probably have to buy my tickets. If we're going to day one, I'm gonna have to buy my tickets in like June. Maybe. Anyway, guys, fuck inflation. I just want to go see another wrestling show. Why is this so difficult? Why?
I don't know. I'm just shocked how expensive.
Yeah, Jen is stunned.
I am. That's crazy. A ticket from Arizona to Nashville at the end of July that's round trip's $500.
Round trip was like
that's
515 or something like that.
That's insane.
I'm like, the fuck? Mind you, like I thought Dallas was expensive because like it was as much as Tampa was. So I was like, okay, well, that's a little pricey. Yeah. I don't know what these airlines are on, but they're on drugs. And we're not driving. No, thank you.
No, not to Nashville from your house.
No.
From my house to Nashville, we could drive.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. But
yeah.
I guess day one's gonna be it. And yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. It's absolutely insane. Like, what the fuck? I wanted to go to the Impact show. That's not happening. So now I'm like, I hope they come to Vegas. That could be fun.
They might.
Impact in Vegas could be fun. I could have a good time. Still, it's going to be like $200 to go.
No thanks. I mean, if that was like, your whole trip expenses, maybe. That's just your flight to get there.
Just the flight to get there. And I really don't want to drive to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unless I took the long way, I could always take the scenic route. But even then, no.
No thanks.
No thanks. But yes, currently Impact is on, guys. And they're talking about Moose, who we fucking hate on this show because he's a piece of shit.
Remind me why we hate him. I don't remember.
Because he's a domestic abuser who beat his wife. So we hate him. Also, before people say that's allegedly, it was on video. So no.
Well, unless it's an instance like with this guy that plays on the Braves, Marcelo Zuna, where he beat his wife. He choked his wife and she called the police, and I did feel bad and think, oh, he's terrible. And then I found out she got arrested before for beating the shit out of him first. So I was like, yeah, no, I can't be mad at him for that.
No, I don't think it was that don't think it's one of those.
So like everybody's like hating on him, and I'm like, yeah, no, she's aggressive too.
Still, like, I don't know. He's a fucking piece of shit that we hate this. Plus, he's boring. It's fucking boring.
He is boring.
He's fucking boring. Like, he won the title, and I'm like, I forgot he even had the belt. I was like, what? Who? Hmm. No, I think Jay White needs to take that belt away. Thank you. I'd be happy with Jay. I mean, Josh Alexander, sure, but like, come on. If it was Jay, we'd be even happier. Let's be honest.
We shall see, I guess.
Yeah. So turns out, since I'm not going to any wrestling shows, I should probably just go buy my Honor No More shirt because I'm just going to be watching everything from home.
Well, you never know. The price could go down.
Let's freaking hope so. Like, fuck. This is a lot. Like, what the fuck?
That's ridiculous.
It is. It's fucking stupid. Ew. Why do I care? I don't care about Moose working out. Fuck Moose. But we do have something to talk about next week. Not Ring of Honor. Impact Rebellion is the weekend of my birthday. So next week we'll talk about that. That's exciting. Anyway, Cody had his first match this week. And I, for one, got to hear all about it from our friend Whitney. I feel like if we could get her on the show for like the Cody news, like she would be the best person to give this news because I'm like, all right, I mean, I'm still in that point of like, what the fuck? Like, is this still really happening?
I mean,
like, it's very strange. I don't know. It's just weird to me. I'm like, this really happened.
You just don't know how to feel.
I don't know how I feel. I'm like, just looking at it, like, so this happened. And all right, cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. The song is a bop. We like the song. But I'm like, just
still a no from me.
I mean,
but I still want to see what happens, which is not good because then I'm just buying into it anyway.
Exactly. That's the problem. We're both like, I don't care, but I want to see how this turns out. Like, plus the song's good. I like the song.
If that neck tattoo went away, he might get
I feel like it's gotten bigger. Like, I feel like every week it just gets bigger. Maybe it's like WWE's production values are just that much better than AEW's, so it looks like it takes
more
up the
to
whole
scale.
Side of his face. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that's like, I already thought he was this pretentious asshole, and like that's just like the stamp of like pretentiousness right there on his neck. And like, I think if he didn't have that, maybe one day I could be like, okay, like maybe kind of halfway buy into it. But every time I see that, I just think of what an asshole he was. I'm just like, no.
For me, if it was somewhere else, like it was on like his back. Or
yeah. It's the
like
fact
his
that
leg
on his neck.
No, that's right there. Like it's there. Like, so yeah, cool. Cool. I guess. Party. I guess. But yeah, his match was actually pretty good. I mean, it is the Miz. I will say the one thing I did like was the promo to open Raw, where like Cody was using the terms that we use on this show, which is like the actual pro wrestling terms for things. And the Miz was like, a belt, hold your pants up. You mean superstars. I loved that. That was actually good. But you know what? I think the reason I liked it though was because in my mind, I thought like, I feel like I could hear Vince McMahon slowly dying with every time Cody said it. So like maybe that brings me joy that Vince McMahon slowly was dying on the inside.
I still say when Vince dies, you're going to be sad.
I think I'm gonna be shocked because I feel like he's like Queen Elizabeth at this point, where you're just like, this bitch is gonna live forever. I don't think I'll be sad. I think I'll just be like, kind of like how I am with this Cody thing. Like, huh. I mean, here's the thing though. When Vince dies, obviously we're going to have like an emergency episode of this show. We're going to talk about how Vince, like, because love or hate the guy revolutionized pro wrestling, even though he killed the territories. So, I mean, without Vince McMahon, none of this would have happened. But at the same time, the past 10 years, 20 years, the guy's been fucking senile. So, I mean, who knows? But I mean, he just wrestled at WrestleMania. So, again, the guy might be like immortal. He's going to be like 150, and we're going to be like, how are you still alive, sir? We'll be on our deathbeds, and Vince will still be running Raw. Yeah. I'm convinced at this point because the man is like 5,000 years. He looks like he's 5,000 years old, but like can bench press like 500 pounds. So I don't know. It's very strange. It's very confusing to me. But back to Cody, I think one reason I kind of like, yeah, go Cody, is because I want to hear the tea about what happened. Because let me tell you, the Young Bucks are salty. And I like that they're salty.
Mm-hmm. No, that I do.
That's
like
the best part. The best part is they're acting like jilted lovers. And this is great. You know why? Because we love a train wreck. Like I want to hear.
What was it that they said they keep changing their bio, but they changed it right after he gave his first speech on TV on Raw. What was it they said?
Hold on. Let me look up because there is actually a Twitter account that has every bio of the Young Bucks.
About love story. Oh no. It was about
he was like pro wrestling is a love story.
Yeah. And they were like talking about how they weren't a good enough love story for him or something like that.
Yeah. But let's just say
I can't remember with how they worded it.
It was good. Like, I just like that they're fucking real salty about it. Like, I do. I think it's, well, where is it? Like, at this point, the whole like, oh my God, I'm just going to put in my bio how I feel instead of tweeting. That like defeats the purpose of like why do you even have a Twitter at that point? Oh, hey, there's Honor No More. They're on the TV. Guys, I'm going to get Jen to watch Impact. Like it's happening. Oh my God. I like how Maria has her shirt. Oh fuck. I'm going to need this shirt. Wow. At least it's not Pro Wrestling Tees, so maybe I'll have it on time. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I want to hear about is like what happened. I want the tea. I want to hear what fucking happened because remember, we had heard rumors for months that shit was going down. Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, Nikki, Jen, don't believe that. It's just the dirt sheets. Well, it turns out shit was going down. Now, mind you, we did call that the first week of Dynamite. We called that. So, you know, we're kind of psychics at this point. I
don't know what it could have been. Because, I mean, I don't know. Unless Cody fed him a bunch of crap about how he didn't want to go back. And then he started talking about how he was using it to go back or something. I don't know.
I mean, I could see it as like they had the whole anti-WWE thing, right? Like they're going anti-WWE and then they didn't get a rise out of them. Because like really WWE didn't do really anything shady other than like comments here and there. But like they
Right.
weren't doing the whole like destroying a throne or like blowing up a fake dog or
They did that.
whatever.
They blew up a fake
Lighting wrestling tights with tassels on fire. Like, no, they didn't do shit like that. So like I think maybe Cody realized after, and we know this is what this did happen, was Cody was in charge for a long time. And then Tony Khan took over booking.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that could have pissed him off because like the man was winning all the time. Let's be honest.
That's true.
And then like he wasn't. So, but the Young Bucks still did. And still are.
That's a good point.
So
My curtains are bugging me. I'm listening.
do with that information what you will. And then I think it had to be like, again, Cody is full of himself. That
You don't say.
oh, he is. That he thought he deserved way more money. And Tony Khan was like, no, because we need to sign 72 ex WWE people, so we can't pay you that money.
Well, that's true.
That's probably what happened. And then Cody was like, well, you know what? I'll just go back to WWE because they'll pay me money. And they did.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Plus, part of me wonders, and I'm giving Cody way too much fucking credit here. What if, and I've been thinking about this, what if the whole him being like so anti WWE and all that shit, what if it was the Young Bucks egging him on?
That's true.
Like, what if
I mean, he was pissed when he left. I mean, it's not like
granted, he was pissed. Everybody's pissed when they leave, though. But like, part of me wonders if he was pissed off, and then the Young Bucks were like, "Oh, Cody, you deserved better. Cody, you're the best wrestler in the world. Cody, you deserve all the money and the fame. You just should start your own company, Cody. Cody, we need to talk to Meltzer, Cody. Cody, talk to Meltzer."
I can see that.
Yeah. So what if it's all the Young Bucks' fault?
Well, then they did it to themselves.
They did, but they would never admit that because they themselves are full of themselves. Yeah.
Are the Young Bucks still as popular with people as they used to be?
I think people are getting annoyed.
I feel like people don't talk about them as much, even the people that like them. Like,
they're kind of getting annoyed, I think. Like, I think, okay, the people who are like obsessed with AEW talk about them all the time. But like, I think the general consensus is that people are like, they're kind of all about FTR right now, which, you know what? I love FTR. So great. Cool. That's fine. I love FTR. But the good news is the Briscoes aren't going to be there. So
thank goodness.
yeah, they'll be on Impact. Taven is cutting a very passionate promo right now. Can Vincent talk, please? I would rather him talk instead of Taven with those skinny jeans that are like 2 sizes. Okay, hold on. Breaking news. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are coming out. And Honor No More is, and Chris Bay. And Jay. Jay is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay White has arrived. And he's looking amazing. There's too many good-looking men on my screen right now. I mean, granted, there's 2, but too many good-looking. Oh, and Gallows. Gallows is there too. With that stupid earring. Anyway. So I'm very, I don't know. I want to hear the tea, but Cody's like, I'm gonna be civil and I'm not gonna talk about all that shit. I'm gonna be Cody Rhodes. The one thing I am excited about, though, is apparently the dog will make an appearance, just not like at a live event, but the dog will be there. So I am kind of excited about the dog. Because if you know this show, we love dogs.
That's true. There hasn't been a dog on TV.
There hasn't been a dog on TV in a while, so we need the dog. Somebody needs to bring a dog. God, if we ran wrestling, it'd be like everybody brings their dogs. Like everybody brings their dogs, and we get to pet the dogs. Yeah, we'd like that. Anyway, so on my super secret anonymous Tumblr that I don't ever post anything, but I just repost, I saw a post, Jay White holding his pet chicken. Rooster actually. And the, I mean, you know where my mind went.
Did the caption say Jay holding his cock, or did you just come up with
his
that?
giant?
His giant cock, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, yep. And then I sent it to Whitney and she said, yep. So guys, Jay White has a giant rooster.
Mm.
And yes, it is a actual rooster, not his dick. But I wouldn't doubt that he's got a giant dick too. So, but yeah, he's got a giant rooster that he posted a picture of him holding his giant rooster. As you do. As you do. Okay. What else is it's on mute, guys, so I can't give you the play-by-play, but Jay looks very, very smug right now. And this is why somebody needs to watch Impact. Okay. Why is Taven still here? Why is he still here? I know he's an Honor No More, but it's Taven.
He's a little boring.
He's a little boring. And they let him cut the promo.
Well, he needs practice.
I mean, you couldn't have like Eddie Edwards or Bennett. Oh, now Maria's cutting the rest of the promo. Okay, good. I was going to say you couldn't have anybody else. Literally, you pick the most boring person on the whole team. And he's on a team with PCO. So you're picking the most boring person on the team to cut the promo. Like,
he needs practice.
Well, can we let Vincent talk? I want to hear about the Spawn Ranch trip. I know that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I want to hear about the Spawn Ranch trip. Which, by the way, guys, when we go to Mania next year, you know we're going to be going to Cielo Drive. You know we're going to. We just have to act like we're not being tourists.
We're going to go where?
Yellow Drive.
Yellow Drive.
Cielo Drive.
What is that?
Sharon Tate's death site.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to Cielo Drive. Because I can't hike to Spawn Ranch, so we got to go somewhere else. I can't. I would need to, like, you know, get a car or something. No, we're going to go to Cielo Drive.
Can you even go up it?
You can, but you have to be like, you can't be super like obvious about what you're doing. Same with Spawn Ranch now, I guess. You can't be obvious because I guess there's like a church near where Spawn Ranch. Well, now it's not Spawn Ranch anymore. It's just the middle of the desert. But where you go to hike into Spawn Ranch, there's like a church there and they get very like, you can't be here. I mean, come on. It's like morbid curiosities. Come on, people. Oh, God. Gallows is hitting Vinny. Oh, no. Vinny's hitting him back now. Okay. Oh, now Jay and... Oh, my God. What is happening? Jen, something's happening. There's pandemonium. Jay is... What? Come on. Oh, my God. Eddie Edwards is in there now. Oh, my God. I swear. I don't know who to root for. Who do you root for?
I don't know.
I don't know who to root for.
Jay.
I mean, it's Jay. But, like, I don't know. I do Gallows and Anderson, like, I guess you and I are kindred spirits with them. So, like, I kind of feel like we need to side with them. But at the same time, it's Eddie Edwards and Vincent. So I don't know. You know what? I hope everybody has a good time. Anyway. Oh, God. PCO is about to kill himself again. He almost did. Per usual, Anyway, what happened on Raw that was other than Cody Rhodes? What happened on Raw? Oh,
let me think that far back. Oh yeah,
Lacey Evans came back.
which I didn't.
SmackDown?
I didn't hate that. That was Raw.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I still hate her. So
I'm just saying, like, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen her do.
I hate her still. Couldn't have been Bailey or Asuka. Like, come on. Come on. And everybody's like, oh my God, she's so inspirational. I'm like, I don't give a shit. She's a fucking hooker. No.
Hooker.
Go back with your kids that you put in blackface on Halloween. God. Ugh. Bailey and Asuka, I miss you. I do.
Remember what else happened.
Oh, the Usos showed up.
Oh yeah.
And I hate that idea. Oh my God. You have no idea how much I hate that idea. But apparently I'm the only one who hates it.
To unify it?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I hate it.
There's not enough good tag teams.
But my issue with unifying all of the belts is like, now the Usos and Roman are going to hold the belts for like fucking 72 more years until The Rock shows up.
Roman's going to lose it to Cody. You know that.
Apparently they think Bobby Lashley's the number one babyface, though.
Huh.
I don't know what show they're watching.
Uh-uh.
I mean, I like Bobby Lashley, don't get me wrong. Roberto Lashley is one of our favorites on this show, but no. Just no. And then number 3 is AJ. Check it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Finn Balor? Where is that man? Where is he? I don't know. I'm looking high. I'm looking low. He's not here.
Unfortunately.
Also, like, Edge's thing is nice, I guess, but like I kind of don't like it.
I don't mind it.
Okay, the segment was good. Until all of a sudden the lights go out and Damian Priest just like disappears, but you could see him like do running away.
Was he supposed to look like a vampire?
I don't know. I was like, Punishment Martinez, what are you doing? Like, I'm confused. And even like AJ looked confused. Like, we're all confused.
I think if Rhea could join it, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not going to keep it with Liv, they need to have her do something.
I was going to say, that kind of leaves Liv high and dry at that point. Which, you know what? They're actually so fucking stupid because the amount of people who had Liv shirts, dressed as Liv, talked about Liv at WrestleMania was like huge. Like, there were a ton of people who were like, Liv, Liv's this, Liv's that. Oh my God, Liv. I'm like, the fuck? They were talking about her more than they were talking about fucking Charlotte and Ronda. Which, still, But yeah, I don't know. The problem is even on the women's, because they're going to try to unify that next. Even on the women's belt, they're kind of going to fuck themselves with that.
I don't know.
Because it's going to be on Becky for 17 more years. Because, you know, Bianca's going to lose it at like SummerSlam to Becky. And yeah. Yeah. So, but then again, I don't watch WWE for the women's division. Hot take. I watch Impact. Sorry. Just saying. But yes. I mean, I will give them this. The show was okay. Like, Raw was okay, which is better than it was like 3 months ago. 3 months ago, it was like unbearable. So I will give them this. It was okay. SmackDown is slightly better, but you know, they need to get new people. I'm kind of getting sick of the people we got. Sorry, Roman. I don't give a shit. Like, I really don't. So, who knows? I don't know. Do you know?
Nope.
No. It's very interesting. It's interesting. We'll just say that. It's interesting. But yeah. I don't know. I'm honest. I don't know. It's hard. The problem with WWE is I keep watching it because like something decent, like there will be like 2 or 3 decent things. Like, I'm like, oh, I could get behind that. Sure. And then the rest of it is garbage. But they keep acting like the 2 or 3 decent things will show up later in the show. So then you keep watching it because you're like, oh, maybe this will happen. And then like it doesn't. And then you just watch the whole show.
That's true.
That's the problem we're having. So
it wasn't bad though.
I mean, it was an improvement. It used to be unwatchable. So we're improving. It's an improvement. It's a work in progress. But if rumors are to be believed by the words of Mr. Cody Rhodes, why is PCO wrapping duct tape around his neck? And now his chin? What the fuck? Anyway, I'm very, very now he's holding the roll of duct. I'm confused. If Cody Rhodes is to be believed, there's more people coming from AEW.
Oh boy.
I mean, the obvious ones are MJF, like MJF, obviously. But like, what the fuck? I don't know who else. Like, because they've only probably a bunch of the originals because they're signing
I'm
all
sure.
ex WWE people. And then like the funniest shit to me is now, guys, Tony Khan has another big announcement next week. Which, by the way, he has a big announcement every fucking week. It's not a big announcement if you have a big announcement every week.
Ugh, over it.
Like, come on. The fuck? Like, the fuck? Seriously. Like, just stop. Just stop. And even your big announcements aren't that big. They're like, So, but yeah, I could see like MJF, maybe Wardlow, maybe Jade Cargill.
What's his name?
I don't think Britt will. I think her and Adam
Sammy Guevara would go.
Oh yeah, he'd probably bring his then wife probably because these two. I'm afraid I'm gonna get on Twitter one day. They're like, we got married.
God.
Gross.
Who else?
I was thinking Jericho.
Oh yeah, Jericho definitely.
No,
I don't care what anybody says. I still think Ambrose will go back.
I think you would. I think the money's there.
That's a mail to my head just now. I lost it. Oh, Jack Swagger. I think he'd go back.
I don't know.
I think he would. If he had the money, he would go.
He's kind of a bust. He was a bust in the WWE.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they would offer it. I'm saying I think he would.
You know who I think would, and people are gonna hate me. Jungle Boy.
I don't think Vince would take him.
I think Hangman could.
Oh yeah, Hangman definitely.
Yeah. See that we'd be happy with that too because we have nothing against Hangman. So like, good for him. Go get that bag. Go get the bag, sis. Yeah. I don't know. I think we're almost to that point, which we talked about like whenever Dynamite started. I think we're almost to that point where the tide will shift.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're getting there. Like, I don't think we're there, but I think we're getting close. Which, and I hate when people are like, oh, but that means you just want WWE to be the only company. No, I don't. Because the wrestling I enjoy is not WWE. I just think it's gonna happen. Though, you know what though? The one thing I was a little upset about, and I didn't watch it just out of principle, Suzuki versus Samoa Joe happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get to see it
Uh-oh.
out of principle. Yeah.
Maybe someone will like re-upload it to YouTube or something.
I hope. Because I'm like, I wanted that match. I'm like, God damn it. Why do you do this to me? Why? It's Suzuki and Samoa Joe. But then, like, all the AEW fans are like, ew, who's this old guy?
What?
Yeah, there was a bunch of like AEW fans that are like, I didn't watch this to see some old guy. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? He could murder you with your bare fucking, he's gonna rip your hand off and smack you with your own hand. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. But you know what's really sad? That match happened and I didn't hear like anybody talking about it.
Oh, that's true. I didn't either.
I didn't hear anybody talking about it. So I'm like, what happened? How dare you disrespect Murder Grandpa, who is actually a very nice person. It's like Haku. Remember Haku? We were like, oh my God, he's going to kill us. And then he turned out to be just a great person. So, you know, who knows? But yeah, I'm very confused by the nobody talking about it. Like, are we the only people who wanted to see that?
I don't think so.
Like, I think everybody freaked out about it. Like, everybody lost their shit when it was announced. And then, like,
nobody watched it.
Nobody watched it or nobody talked about it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is somebody needs to upload it so I don't give them a cent of my money. So if you can do that, just that match. I don't want to see anything else. Just that match. I would be very grateful to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a dream match right there, and I didn't get to see it. And before anybody says, "Oh, Nikki, it's fucking principle," you know what? I have fucking principles, bitch. I do. I have principles. I do. You know what? I am a very loyal person, and I have downright said from the beginning that I would never watch, and I have not watched. I have not. Everybody around me is, but I'm not. So, to that point, fuck Tony Khan for ruining my watching experience. That's what I have to say about that. Now, if it happened in GC, okay, you know what? I'm going to be like Meltzer. If it happened in GCW, I'd give 5 stars. If Meltzer can do it, I can do it.
That's true.
That's true. Like, if Meltzer can do it, why can't we? Like, you know,
who is he?
Not?
Nobody.
He's nobody. So, like, if he's a nobody and we're nobodies, why couldn't we do it?
Exactly.
I give it 5 stars if it was in GCW. But because it's an AEW, I give it 2. Sorry, not sorry. Also, I like Honor No More because I feel like Honor No More is us because we watched Ring of Honor when it was that empty mall of a promotion.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And we're Honor No More. No more. We can't give Tony Khan a cent of our money. You know why? Principles.
Or just hatred, one of the two.
Well, both, but principles. We are loyal people, and loyal people don't come back on what they say. So, fuck Tony Khan and the Young Bucks. But again, at least we get the Briscoes and Impact. That's exciting. Like, guys, and it's going to be on the pay-per-view after my birthday.
That's perfect.
The Briscoes are showing up. And you know what? I hope Impact signs a bunch more people. Like, I hope they sign, like, I don't know, somebody good. Like, I don't know, Wyndham Rotunda. And I could get the dream match. And you know what? I would pay $500 for that plane ticket. If they were like, Wyndham Rotunda versus Vincent, I'd be like, take my money. And I'd be the only one who cared, but I'd be like, this is great. I made this happen. I did. I
Put
did.
it out to the universe.
I put it in the universe. I talked to both of them. I made it happen. And then, like, Jen will be there and we'll be like, can you throw in a little, like, Briscoes or, like, Mojo Rawley into this? And then, like, it'll be fun.
Perfect.
Be perfect. If not, we'll just get hella drunk. We'll just get, like, trashed and, like, watch two tattooed dreadlocked men wrestling. I mean, is it for me? Yeah. But, it's for me. It's my show. They're like, this is Impact. I'm like, this is my show. Okay. This is my show. They'll book Moose. I'd be like, why are you booking him on my show? What are you doing? It's my show. I get a producer credit. Anyway. So, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
We can finally have this discussion because it's back. All-Star 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Drag Race Talk is back.
First of all, who do you think is going to win this season?
Does it have to be who I want to win or who's going to win?
Both.
Oh, you're killing me. Who I want to win, Jinx or Tiffany the Tuck?
No.
Trinity the Tuck.
Not that one. The one that's just finishing. It's got the finale next week.
Oh, I haven't been watching it because I hate the.
You haven't watched it?
I've watched it in and out. I don't even know who's in the top. I don't even care.
Oh man. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, Jinx or Tiffany? Okay.
Yes.
Trinity. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I messed it up too. Okay, let's just be honest. Jinx. I want Jinx to win.
I'm not a big Jinx fan.
I love Jinx. I'm
not.
I honestly, if I were to get another tortoise, I would name it Jinx. So I'd have Jinx and Trixie, and then get a third and name it Katya. Come on.
So who do you think will win?
Hold on. See, I had a thought, and then I'm like kind of like okay, who I originally thought until like this morning, I thought it was going to be Monet Exchange or Shea Coulee.
Okay.
I'm not particularly, I mean, I have nothing against either one of them, but I wanted to be Jinx. Sorry. Maybe Raja. Maybe.
See, Raja's one of the ones I really like. I want either Raja or Trinity. That's my two.
Yeah.
But I think
I don't see
Shea
Evie Oddly. I don't see Evie Oddly winning.
I cannot stand her.
I don't see Evie Oddly. And the Vivian. I mean, maybe we'll like the Vivian. I didn't watch Drag Race UK, but maybe.
Right. I don't like Evie at all.
I see. The reason I think it could be Trinity or Shea is because they were tied.
Right.
And that's going to be the storyline going into it. So I think they might be the final two, and then one of the two wins. But let's be honest, I want it to be Jinx. because
Jinx.
it's
I don't hate Jinx.
Okay, it is monsoon season and it's water off a duck's back.
I don't hate Jinx, but I don't like her.
See, that season was hard for me because I was like, I love Alaska and I love Jinx. So I'm like, as long as it's not Roxy, I'm okay. And then like Jinx won and I was very excited. But again, Lasky didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, okay, I kind of want it to be Jinx because it feels like, think about it. Chad won season 1, which who doesn't love Chad Michaels? Everyone loves Chad Michaels. My mom loves Chad Michaels. And then season 2 was Lasky, which, come on, it's Alaska. We love Alaska. Come on. And then season 3, Trix, which, see, I have a problem because like Trixie's probably my favorite drag queen. Mm-hmm. Probably. Number 2 would be Alaska. But it's like Trixie lately is a lot more fun than Alaska. Alaska lately is not so much fun.
Yeah.
But Trixie lately is fun. And they're in Phoenix tonight, by the way, and the show was sold out. So I'm very upset. I am very, very upset about this. Because come on. It's Trixie and Katya. And then of course we had Trinity and Monet, which, all right. Those were the 2 that I wanted to win that season. Okay. And then it was Shea Coulee. All right. I don't have a problem with that. And then season 6, it was Kylie, which I wasn't too thrilled about. It should have been Ginger, damn it. Ginger has done this like 17 times and like doesn't win. What the fuck? I love Ginger. So like, it needs to be Jinx. It has to be Jinx.
No.
See, I feel like it won with Jinx. Like Jinx, I feel like, Jinx, everybody hates Jinx.
I don't hate her. I just don't like her.
I love Jinx. She's the best. And she's like for the curvy girls, She's for the curvy girls out there.
She's gained weight, definitely.
She has. But she's for the curvy girls. Just like Deonna Purrazzo's for the curvy girls. She is. Actually, Deonna Purrazzo and I have kind of like a similar body type, and that makes me feel like really good about myself. I'm like, okay, well, if she could go out there looking like that, then you know what?
That's a backhanded compliment.
I look the same way. Fuck. She's like way more confident than I am. I honestly, though, I think I have body dysmorphia as well. I think I look like I'm 200 pounds. So,
oh man,
I have body dysmorphia. So seeing her out there looking great, which she looks great, and she's confident, means like maybe one day with a lot of therapy and the right man to keep telling me I'm beautiful every day, maybe I could go out there and be confident too. She is a pillar for us girls who don't look like Scarlett Bordeaux. Because, again, if you didn't hear last week, compared to Scarlett Bordeaux, we are all ugly. Every single one of us. Like, how the fuck is that real?
Well,
how?
Part of it's not.
Well, yeah. Which, I wish I could, at the present moment, afford that. But you know what? One day I will. So, But yes, I say the curvy girls need to represent. And a curvy girl has not won Drag Race All-Stars.
It's true.
Represent for the big girls out there. Come on. Because Ginger was supposed to do that. And I still think that was rigged. Don't get me wrong. I think it was rigged because RuPaul made all those transphobic comments. And then all of a sudden, fucking Kylie wins. Interesting.
True.
It's very true. Jinx should
And
have.
this has been the season of the trans girls right now that we're in.
It has. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But like, where's the curvy, funny girls? We're here too. Right? Yeah.
And there wasn't
like, that's nice.
Are there any big girls really this season?
No, not really.
I don't remember any. It's been a lot. The season has taken forever, but
yeah. My mom was like, did you watch Drag Race? I'm like, it's still going? The hell? I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, there's a top 5 for the crown.
Just end it. Just end it. Just
Angeria, who's the Atlanta girl, so I'm rooting for her. But
honestly, from episode 1, that's who I thought it was gonna win.
Angeria, Willow Pill, Diabetes, who was eliminated in the first episode and then brought back. She's in the top. Bosco.
Okay.
She's trans.
It's gonna be Angeria. Just
I hope so, but I feel like
from like I'll tell you right now.
Willow.
From like moment 1 when she walked in, just with the presentation, I was like, she's winning.
I hope it's her, but I feel like it's gonna be Willow. Who am I forgetting? There's one more. There's 5.
I like Willow.
Angeria, Willow, Bosco, Diabetes. Who's the last one? So many girls. So many girls.
Well, yeah, and they don't ever do this many in the finals.
Who am I forgetting?
Hold on. I can tell you right now. Lady Camden.
Oh, yeah.
Lady Camden. I like Lady Camden too.
I do too.
I'm surprised Lady Camden made it to the end.
Me too.
Again,
Bosco almost got eliminated the week, but she had the gold bar, so she got to stay.
Okay, I liked Maddie Morphosis, but apparently I was the only one.
Her style wasn't that good.
Well, it is a straight man.
I know, but
give him that. It is a straight man.
It is.
Compared to other straight men, that was a lot of style. You know? Yeah. I mean, I'm going to see Angeria. Just with how the whole, like, in the beginning, because I watched every episode up until, like, Maddie left. I think it's Angeria. Okay, but I will say my problem with this season 2 is it's really convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
It's very
Let's
confusing.
go. You know, I watched season 1 the other day. And I was like, let's just bring the filter back and just like go back to how it was. Let's just, go back to how it was. With the filter,
Yeah. I didn't like that, but season 2 and season 3 are my favorites.
Can we bring it back to the good old days? See, and 4, 5, and 6 are my favorite. So
and Untuck's my favorite out of everything.
like really though. Like 4, 5, and 6. Those were good seasons. Like that was like the height of people getting into Drag Race. It was 4, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Jinx won. So during that time. So it's just water off Duck's back. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go Angeria, I guess.
I hope so. I feel like it's gonna be Willow.
Here's my rant. I hate the VH1 seasons.
Why?
Like it took away the character of the show. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like
why though?
It feels like it's way too like structured and corporate, and it's like when AEW bought Ring of Honor, it just isn't cool anymore.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the earlier seasons, like the challenges were better. the queens, and maybe this has to do with like social media, because social media wasn't as like prevalent in the first seasons, but now it's like they pick Instagram queens, and I'm like,
well, I don't like too now that they clearly like, you know, they obviously now tell them like, oh, you're gonna have a challenge this week to wear this, you know.
yeah,
I liked it back whenever they didn't really know what they were gonna wear, and they like had to like,
they had like, here's a list but in no order,
mhm.
and figure it out.
Yeah. Like now it's like they know everything they're gonna have to do before they get there, and that kind of sucks.
Well, yeah, and it's like, and I think now the issue is too, like, how much money that people are putting into their drag race shit. Because before it was like you had hot glue and a prayer, and now it's like I spent $125,000 on my drag race stuff, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like it's not the show of the people anymore.
It's not.
It's not. Like Chi Chi DeVayne spent like $9,000 on everything.
Like we can't all be Violet Chachki, okay?
We can't all be. And you know what? Here's the crazy thing. Even Violet Chachki did not spend that much.
Mm-hmm.
But now Violet Chachki is like, she is out of touch with the people. So is Miss Fame too.
I still can't believe I met Violet Chachki. She was actually nice.
That's what I've heard though. They said Violet Chachki isn't a bitch.
Mm-mm.
I've met Pearl.
Although I wish I had known when I took it, because I met her at like a drag show. So like it was before the show aired. And so like I took a picture with her, and I wish I had known that she was gonna like do this like almost like mannequin pose where she was like staring off into space. Because here I am like smiling next to her, and then she's like not even looking at the camera, and she looks like a mannequin. I'm like, this is weird. I wish I had known we were doing our model faces. Like,
yeah,
awkward.
It's like, you know, okay, so I'm gonna recommend, if you have Wow Presents Plus, which is like the streaming home of Drag Race now, I guess, other than Paramount. Trixie Mattel's Moving Parts, you'll watch that, and it's like that. It's fucking relatable. Like at least for me, it was fucking relatable, because it's like it took place during the time when Katya had a mental breakdown,
mm-hmm.
and they had to stop filming their show, and like seeing it from like Trixie's point of view is like, nobody ever goes into that point of view. They're like, oh, Katya is this, Katya is that. But then like seeing Trixie's point of view of the whole
mm-hmm.
thing. And then like seeing that like her All-Stars money went to pay like her mother's car off, and like relatable shit. Not like
mm-hmm.
fucking Violet Chachki's like, I'm going to Paris and I'm going to go model for Yves Saint Laurent and I'm gonna go do this, and then like Miss Fame's like, I'm moving to Iceland. Which is true.
Well, I think Violet grew up with rich parents and money, I would think, and you know, Trixie's like us. She did not. So
she did not, and neither did Katya.
Mm-hmm.
Neither did a lot of people. Chi Chi was the ultimate drag queen for the people. Chi Chi had no money.
Chi Chi and what's her name? Why can't I think of her name?
What season?
Heidi.
Oh yeah. That's drag queen of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. Be a drag queen of the people. Come on. I don't want, like, oh, okay. So was it last season? I can't even think. It had to have been last season of Drag Race. Season 13. It was. I wanted Got Mick to win so bad. And then I heard Got Mick spent like $125,000.
Wow.
But Got Mick had a job in Hollywood before and had connections. So did she spend $125,000? Probably not. But it was kind of like,
Right.
not a drag queen for the people. No, not a drag queen for the people. That's kind of why I like Dragula more in a sense, because like they don't have money.
Right.
Like drag race, it was that way, and then now it's like not that way, and it's kind of annoying. Like I remember Trixie was talking about how like she had to borrow clothes from people and be like, hey, can I borrow this? Going on Drag Race, can I borrow that? So yeah, I think that's my problem with Drag Race, is like everything is it's very sterile now. Like VH1 controls most of the show. And the bad part is you can kind of tell who's going to win.
You know what else I don't like? They don't fight
What?
like they used to.
I know. Like Untucked,
like,
I was watching it earlier in the season and I was like,
I don't care if the fights were staged or not. Like, give me,
if they were staged, that was some good staging.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were so epic that there was an actual challenge and season 5 to recreate those Untucked moments.
They kind of had one this season like that too.
But like
where Andrea said, "You listen to me, you ugly bitch." You ugly bitch. That was funny.
I mean, the sugar daddy.
Mm-hmm. Sugar daddy. Bitch, I'm from Chicago. That's like the classic first one. Why are you talking? Why are you talking?
Like Sharon and Fifi.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. And then the fact that Detox in Alaska did Sharon and Fifi and then they made out. Like, brilliant.
Detox. I've had it officially.
I've had it officially. That's a mood though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like at least twice a day, I'm like, I've had it officially. But like lately,
back rolls came out of that.
Back rolls. That sound plays in my mind when I look in the mirror. Back rolls. Like back rolls? Which like Jade Jolie didn't get very far on Dragula, so like
I can't stand her. Ugh.
Anyway, Dragula's coming back too this month, so there's gonna be a lot to talk about.
Oh.
I know. And Dragula's supposed to be coming here and I didn't get tickets. Shit.
Oh man.
I know. I am slacking. Why does everything have to be so expensive? Does anybody know? Because I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. So next week we're going to talk about Impact Rebellion. I'm excited. And hopefully somebody starts watching Impact. I don't know who I'm looking at. Somebody. But maybe it's because I will say, because I'm like bored at night, I actually, if you have Pluto TV, they have an Impact channel where they just play like old episodes of Impact and like old pay-per-views and shit. Like I've just been falling asleep with that on, so I'm like, shit. Some of this old stuff was good. But I can never get when they had the Woken Universe. Like, come on, Pluto. I want some Broken Matt. Because Broken Matt's never coming back.
Nope.
Even though they're like, oh, it's going to happen. Yeah, fuck no. It's not going to happen. Rebby said she's never going to be in wrestling again. So it's the end of an era. So that's what I got to say about that. But yes, we're going to discuss Impact Rebellion as best as we can. And who knows, maybe we'll finally, I mean, we're going to get Cody and Seth too at WrestleMania Backlash, whenever the fuck that is. I don't even know when it's at. I don't even know when this is happening.
No idea.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Who fucking knows when this is? But like Cody and Seth too, which like okay, like I guess just okay. Like I'm not. Ooh, Jack the Ripper. Yeah. Sorry, there's a documentary on Jack the Ripper on right now, so we're gonna have that on mute while we're sitting here. Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about some serial killers more because that's fun. We can always talk about serial killers. Oh, I forgot our other news. Apparently, the man, you know how like the Dearly Departed tours, they don't do them anymore.
Really?
Yes.
I
was gonna do that. And they had to move they sold the building, so like they moved all the shit out. So now Jane Mansfield's car is sitting in a storage unit. I want to see the car.
I saw it.
I want to see the car. I want to see it. I wanted to go on the because they do a really good Manson tour, I guess. And that was the one I was like, oh, that's what we'll do when we're there. And then like now we'll have to do our own tour.
That sucks.
I'm gonna go find the La Bianca's house.
Sure.
Go find the La Bianca's
We'll have to rent a car.
We can I don't know. We're gonna do so we're already planning next year, which obviously we're going to WrestleCon because it was a lot of fun. Like yeah, guaranteed it was a lot funner than whatever WWE is gonna put on. Where you have to pay $10 to go shopping. Which I did get to flip off the Alexa Bliss stand-up. So you know what? It was kind of worth it. It's a good $10 spent. But still, WrestleCon was like 10 times funner.
Right.
Because they had shows. They had shows you could go to. Plus, like the Impact show was there, and that was like really good. So, but yeah, we're already planning LA. We're gonna have a third person with us. Whitney's going. She's very excited for this moment, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we might go to day one. We haven't really. I mean, if plane tickets are even more expensive, then maybe not. It might be fun.
We'll see what the card looks like.
We can go get drunk and go to day one and just like not give a fuck. I'll wear a Ring of Honor shirt or Honor No More shirt. Whitney will have the time of her life and we'll just be like, we don't care. Unless it's like good then, and then maybe we will care. But I don't know. We'll just get drunk and be like, we don't care. Plus it'll be New Year's. We could get hella drunk the night before.
Oh, that's true.
It's New Year's. We can like, okay, maybe not that drunk because I don't want to be hungover, but like, you know, we can drink an adequate amount and watch wrestling. And
for New
Year, always have fun doing that.
No, let's go out.
Where?
I don't know. Bar somewhere. We'll figure it out. If we do it. If we do it, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'll have to wear my slimming leggings.
Oh my God. I'm starving.
I will. Okay, well, we're closing up the show now, ma'am.
I worked 12 hours today. And I'm hungry and I'm bitchy.
She is.
On my period.
Thank you for announcing to the show.
I pay. This is girls
we got
podcast,
no shame.
okay?
We got no shame.
On my period.
I mean, I talked about my back rolls, so yeah. We have no shame. Also, maybe we'll update our wrestling husbands list because we haven't done that in a while. And there's been changes. Well, kind of.
Though.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Because like, okay, there's been changes, but also the order has changed. And I feel like we need to throw back to when we were happy and carefree. I'm like, right now, where we're not. We're really not.
I'm not.
Yeah, that's why we're going to do it. Also, try to find my super secret anonymous Tumblr. I bet you can't find it. I have people trying to find it and they have not found it. So you'll never know. I'll never tell. Anyway, until next week, where I think we're just going to talk about whatever the fuck we want plus Impact.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Underdog Fantasy is the fastest growing fantasy app and easiest place to play fantasy sports. Just jump on UnderdogFantasy.com or download the app, draft your team, and that's it. And if drafts aren't your thing, they also have a pick'em game where you can win 20 times your money in a single night. Use promo code RADIO, and Underdog will double your first deposit when you sign up with up to $100 in bonus cash. Deposit $100, get $100 free. That's promo code RADIO. Terms and conditions apply.